Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sam Conan, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Now, uh, well, where do we even start? Hey, first, okay, how about with this? Sorry, I didn't stream yesterday. I literally came under the weather. No, wait, I don't think that's how you say it. Wait, that's not good. The famous Sam Conan. Ah, yes, of course. Finally, someone around here understands and appreciates my prestige and fame. No, what's the word? Dang it! I'm off to a horrible start. I didn't stream yesterday because well, the weather is bad, and I was under it, so I got sick a little bit, and well, among that, just the line was horrible, and I thought it was really, really funny. Well, not funny, but just impressive. I don't know if it was today or yesterday that they announced it. Apparently, they're not selling copies of this game anymore, at least for a little bit, well, because of the congestion issues, which I think is ridiculously ridiculous for one and funny, but also, oh my god, like they know they could sell so much more, and they still like stopped it because no one could play it. Nice, that's great. You're also sick? Yeah, I am. Nothing serious, just a cold? Okay, that's good. I just had a little bit of a sore throat mostly, but it was like something that I was like, yeah, I don't think I want to talk for like 4 hours straight with a, aching throat. Wasn't nothing too bad. Now actually, if anything, now today I'm in a worse state than I was before because I'm on like 3 hours of sleep. Now, why would anybody sane do that? Well, the easy answer is I'm not sane, so there is that. So I spent hours upon hours on making a hoodie for no reason other than it's Christmas is near and why not? And I think I don't know what I did honestly. It was kind of a feverish thing. Inspiration hits you at the worst times, and sometimes you should just ignore it and go to bed. That's a quote from me, and I think it's a very good tip. And I started the Halo one, I think, the day before that because the queue time was, it was ridiculous. I wasn't even getting saved. Like the game closed and I got reset every time back to the back of the line. So I was like, yeah, no, we're not gonna make it. So I just went with Halo. Um, suffice it to say, I don't know what suffice means. Let's just keep going with the story. Now, I went a little bit too long. I'm just if so I'm gonna do a quick recap. As far as I remember, we finally met these guys. Emmett Selk himself, which I'm somewhat surprised because how does he remember what he looks like after so long? Oh, the jazz. Oh yeah, we got our own robe, which I really wanted. Am I making any sense right now? I feel like I'm jumping through stuff. I'm sorry. It's- I'm really a little bit out of it. I got some coffee, so it should boost me through at least half of the streams, and I should be alright. Um. Oh yeah. How's the how? God, I don't know how to word this. How are the new items? I guess that you craft. I mean, because I'm imagining you get a lot of like items are like weapons and clothes are unique to crafting. Like you can only get them if you buy it from a crafter or you craft it yourself. And you got, and I remember you showing me some pretty cool stuff before. So how's is it how? God, what's it looking like now? I think is what I'm trying to somewhat somehow ask. God, that was horrible. Sorry. All right, I'm just gonna start with the story. Not that I or anyone else will be able to make use of it, even if we knew. Right, he's probably talking about the energy. Oh yeah, and something about the. Right, I came to understand what was up with Zodiac. He was basically like a barrier for, between these like feeling energy that made the final days happen, and like he was blocking it with ether because of the way Hermes slash Van Daniel slash the guy with the punchable face, what was his name, Asahi, right, he was like making theories or something like that about how they just needed to break the ether wall around the star to make this new source of energy come in, and I think that's what triggered the final days, which leads me to believe maybe he was at fault, or at least someone that shares that view with him, because I mean, I'm just guessing, but it feels pretty close home. I'd like to think I got at least like 90% of that correct. Yes, because as if I was ever that accurate. Anyway, so yeah, that's what he's talking about. I am going way off. Oh god, it's just I feel so distracted because I did so many things yesterday. I think you said you're familiar with Warframe. The new war came out as well, so I took the chance. I played the whole thing. Uh, and it's pretty great. I don't stream that game though because I've used up so much that like I played so much before. It felt weird to just like start the stream and then it's like I'm in the middle of something else entirely. I guess I don't know why. I just prefer to do, if I'm gonna do something, I prefer like do its story, and if I do bonus stuff on the side, I'll do it after. I guess I don't know. I just realized I'm not reading. Let's just keep going. But it irks me to discover that there isn't an entirely different form of energy, and no one told me. That personal annoyance aside, Hermes' knowledge is undeniably impressive. Given that there are none among the 14 who specialize in the Celestial, he will be a welcome addition. Assuming he can be persuaded to join, that is. I still can't understand his hesitation. Why did you join the convocation? What do you specialize in? Yeah, what's the... Uh-oh. Game's freezing. Uh-oh. Wait. What's happening? No. Don't do me like this. Don't you dare kick me out. Okay, it's kinda... Okay. Are we back? Can I... How are the frames? They're still a little bit catching up? Okay, I think they're back. Oh my god, that scared me. That legitimately scared me, because sometimes... I think it's happened a couple times on stream. A game just like freezes, and then the whole computer is just kind of craps itself. It just doesn't work at all. Like I can't alt-tab out or anything. I just have to hold the power button and hope it turns off, and I have to restart the whole thing. So that was actually... I'm like, no, don't do me like this. I'm back finally, and this is what we're starting with. Oh, you wish to know why Emmett Selk was chosen for the convocation? I shall be glad to tell the tale. It began when... Not another word. Lest you've forgotten, we're to learn about Hermes, not me. My misspent youth is not your concern. Oh man, this is weird. I hope they no. I guess they can't show us this anymore. If I think I'm gonna go back to like the Shadowbringers and Stormblood bits where these guys appear like in the future, because now I'm curious about like the way they talk. Did they ever talk in a way that they were like, I remember you? I mean, I kind of doubt it, but just like in a very vague way. I like to pick out the little details in conversation, and I didn't know this was gonna be a thing. So for all I know, maybe at some point they just loosely mentioned us looking familiar or something. I doubt it again, but it will be cool, and I'm just curious, because they really like seem to be able to set up the story way before, like with the Crystal Tower. They set it up way before it actually. Well, I'm not gonna say became important because it always was important, but not to us. Like we didn't know at the time, at least not as important as it was shown to be. So I'm actually curious about that. My apologies for the way. Wait, I have inspected the Ampelos to my satisfaction. Just let me watch the stream without being choppy mess. Oh no. Just send like the live goat at the internet headquarters. They'll chop it up, make some tacos out of it live. They'll be like, ah yes, this'll do. Right. All is well with the creature, and I dare say it won't be long ere it is released unto the world. Oh, and we know it is, because it's a freaking Gobue. Another creation, however, reportedly isn't faring so well. The Charybdis. That is what we shall tend to next. The Charybdis. Now, what is that gonna look like? If you will follow me, my friends, we shall return to the main isle and head north. Is it gonna be like a giant sea monster? I hope so. Or at least a sea monster. I'll settle with that. That'd be really cool. Which one was Charybdis? Was it the one? Oh yeah, it was like the giant mouth that comes out. I don't know if anybody here has watched Dune, like the new movie Dune. How they show like the giant worms that like come up from under the sand and just literally open their mouths and let everything fall in. It's something like that. That's basically Charybdis, just with shark teeth instead of those weird worm needle tooth thingies that really really creep me out. Oh, never mind. They're not even. Well, they kind of look like they're sea creatures, but maybe they can. They probably can swim actually. All right, like the giant stingrays in Bloodstorm. They can technically fly if you have the currents, I guess. Those look really cool, though. I understand there is a problem with one of the Charybdis. Yes, that's right. As you know, the Charybdis is best based on a sea creature, owing to adjustments to enhance its affinity to wind. It's capable of flight. The specimens created from the concept could all fly without issue, but a problem arose in subsequent generations. Cool. This third generation creature was born with an etheric balance leaning strongly towards water, its aquatic origin reasserting itself. It will seem the resulting being its affinity to wind is diminished, and it cannot fly. No matter what we try, we cannot get it to rise even the slightest bit. For such a change to manifest in so few generations, I fear they are too unstable. Lord, with your permission, I will revert the creatures and recommend to the Bureau that the concept be revised. Wait, so are these existing creatures, or were they? Because if they were existent, what if they're just like reverting back to what they're supposed to be? With its etheric balance leaning towards water, the Charybdis will indeed struggle to manipulate wind. Yet it is too early to conclude that it cannot fly. Having failed at first, it may simply have developed a fear. I shall transform and fly with it. Wait, transform? Helping it manipulate wind until it finds its wings. What? You don't need to go such lengths. Transform? You don't know? But of course not. Transformation is an art in which one manipulates a vast quantity of ether to construct another body around oneself. In practice, this allows one to assume any conceivable form, and thereby transcend the limits of one's flesh. Can we have that power? That sounds really cool. Yet convenient though it may be, transforming in the presence of others is considered a vainglorious in the extreme. Where did I find the A between that? Whatever. As uncouth and unseemly as running about robeless. Shameful. Dude, what do you mean? That's super cool. Am I to understand you make a habit of this? No, nothing of the sort. It's just that, when transformed, I can wield the wind and fly. It may seem excessive, but what is our shame next to the lives of these creatures? They deserve a chance, and we owe it to them to do all in our power. Be that as it may. It is true though, why? so just because you have shame, let's kill them instead of giving them a shot? Just think about this though, they're kind of playing God to a degree. No, they're pretty much playing God actually, never mind. They're like, oh wow, it evolved to go back into the water, let's kill it. This isn't what we wanted to do, you know? Yes, I believe I have a solution. MSQ, may I trouble you to move that Charybdis away from its fellow, somewhere out of sight? Why is it shiny though? Oh, because it evolved to water. Maybe they're deep sea creatures. Meanwhile, I'd like the rest of you to help me prepare here. What mischief are you scheming now? No mischief, I assure you. I will but spare you the need to report to your colleagues that Hermes committed an indiscretion. So have a little faith and run along. Huh. I trust you don't mind? It's also kinda bigger, I think, the blue one. Well, they're all kinda bluish, but, you know, the big blue one. God, I hope that's a mount. That looks really, they look really cool. Wait. Oh, there they are. I was like, why is there one now? Only one. MSQ is out of sight? Good. Let's pick up the plan. It's a stroke of genius, really. We have MSQ train the Charybdis. What? Like how to train your dragon? The new elephant. Wait, what do you mean? The new elephant. Wait, do you become like a giant elephant, or is it like the mascot costume elephant or something like that? That is great though. Now you can be like the great alchemists of Thavnair when you're an alchemist, I guess. I mean, what am I to? I mean, what do I know? Maybe there's more elephant people that are different crafting jobs. Stumpy elephant stumps. Oh my god. The amount of dexterity though. It's like when you have like your dexterity stats and your constitution stats all the way up, but only those two, you know? It's like, he's super bulky, there's no way he's smart at all. And then you just freaking start moving your stumps super fast, crafting the most detail of crafting stuff. That I don't know why, that's kinda cool actually. Aside from being able to fly untransformed, he can readily see ether currents. Wait, he can just fly? Wait, no, yeah, they have flown before, like a Lidibus on the Praetorium. What the heck is going on over there? Can't see. And with his adept spellcraft, he can also employ a suitable wind magic to guide the creature along. While he is indeed capable of all you described, it is not his duty. I am loath to trouble him with it. Don't be. As I mentioned, it will also be for his own sake. Is there just like a... What's going on, guys? I'm like, what's going on back there? Who's getting killed? Don't be. As I mentioned, it will also be for his own sake. With that settled, let's begin at once. Samko, I want you to go to MSQ. Tell him that you have a favor to ask. He will be disinclined to cooperate at first, but you mustn't be discouraged. With our friend, the trick is to be unflaggingly persistent. Off you go now, and good luck. With the chat mode say, use your keyboard, I have a favor you ask to indicate MSQ that you have a request. Are we just gonna have to spam that? He's gonna like, leave me alone! And I'm like, no. I need a favor. I mean, he doesn't seem like a bad guy, he just seems very grumpy, I guess. Not grumpy, that's not the word. Well, kinda at least. And I don't know the word I'm looking for, but I don't think he's bad is my point. He's just moody, let's go with that. He's edgy. He's an edgelord. Yeah, that's what he... Nah, Nah, I don't know. I don't know what the words to describe him, but I know what he reminds me of. He's like he's the one guy that looks at you with that signature look of superiority. But he's also kind of good. Well, are your preparations for the scheme that is clearly not a scheme complete? All right. I forgot about this. I was too busy saying my BS, my spiel. I have a favor to ask. Oh no, you don't. I am not lifting a finger. Ugh. I don't know what Hythlodeos is up to, and I will not be made to know. I refuse. If Hythlodeos is to be believed, their relentless insistence may serve to wear down the ever-wary Emetzelk, or on a different note, he might just blast me off the edge. You know, technically he has a lot of power over us right now. He did kind of give us his ether so we could, grow in size and all that jazz. With chat mode say, please Emetzelk, plead with the Emetzelk. Okay. Pretty please. So, did it not work? Oh, does it have to be specifically? Fine. Oh yeah, of course, I forgot the punctuation as well. Please, no typos or I get to fail. This is like a what do you call it? Sudden death quiz. You get one word wrong. What did I get wrong? Selch, Emmet with one M. Oh, play. Okay, that's not how you write. Please, please. This is the worst. This is one of those moments where dyslexia is my worst enemy. Please, Emmet Selk. Okay, let me read it. Please, Emmet Selk. Yeah? Yes, got it. I beat this is like they should just put this as the final boss for me. It'll be super tough.
No. You are not foisting this nonsense on me.
Oh, yes I am. Are they also gonna say please?
I'm given to understand you have the power to help the Charybdis, and should be quite willing to do so. And so I appeal to your better nature, most benevolent Emetzelk. Please teach her to fly.
Or else Hermes will transform. Right now.
What the heck? So basically the equivalent of what's happening right now is help him or he'll get naked. Because that's what they seem to be...
As I'm sure he would agree.
Like, it feels like that is the equivalent of. They did say it was kind of like being just robeless, so I imagine naked, right? So basically what they're saying is, please, Emetzelk, help us, or he's gonna flush us all.
Oh, would he now? And who contrived to put me in this position, pray tell?
The Charybdis?
Nothing so devious. I merely suggested a possible course of action.
That will also be very amusing.
Please, Emetzelk. Please.
It was super effective.
I did not come all this way to play nursemaid to your creations. I'd thank you to remember this favor and let it be the last.
I have a very funny feeling it's not going to be the last. Oh. Oh, that's so cool. May I keep it, sir?
I will aid it once it has taken to the air. It falls to you to shepherd it skyward.
Such cool mount potentials. It's a
Well,
shame I'm probably never gonna get
relax
those.
and enjoy the spectacle, shall we?
It's fine. My chocobo's enough. And the car also. And then he started to list off all of his mounts, which were not many. Wait, no, I've seen that mount. That is a mount.
You were wondering why Emmett Selk joined the convocation. Truth be told, he wasn't the first choice for the office. I was, on the strength of my ability to see ether. But I declined the offer. For though my vision is exceptional, I am pedestrian in
80's
all
extreme?
other aspects. Worse even.
So he just dropped stuff. I have not. I should probably go back to the latest, those last trials, because I was like, maybe I should do them. I kind of wanted to do them, but I was like, yeah, but I'm not gonna get anything, so I might as well not. But maybe I should. I probably should then. Oh, but I need to unlock the extreme then, huh? Yeah, I should get to work on that then.
Quite
Will.
abysmal when it comes to manipulating ether, for example. Couldn't transform even if I had a mind to do so.
God, I gotta get a bunch of trials on the extreme
What
side
good
as well.
is the ability to perceive a problem if one cannot act to address it?
So he cannot
Emmett Selk
use
has
ether
no
well.
such shortcomings. He excels in vision and manipulation both, the latter to an extraordinary degree.
Oh yeah, I believe the manipulation part. Flashbacks
If
to
there is a
Garlemald.
mage more powerful, I do not know of them. Thus did I recommend him for the office in my stead. And I wasn't the only one. Far from it. Countless others vouched for his skill and character. People the world over, to whom he had previously lent a helping hand. Oh, how surprised he was. Claimed he hadn't done anything remarkable for anyone. Modest to a fault. He deserved every bit of acclaim he received. Yet he may well have gone unappreciated were it not for a mutual friend. A singular soul who can't help but involve himself in the business of others. Where he walks, excitement is certain to follow.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous because the last time this wholesome music started playing, I don't know if it was this exact music, but wholesome music like this was playing, was in freaking Garlemald before we got kidnapped by Xenos. So now I'm like, something's about to happen. You know, because it has been so chilled since we got here.
His antics irritate Emmett Selk to no end. But much of his grumbling stems from genuine concern. When our friend calls, he never fails to answer and lend his talents. And in the course of doing so, he himself came to be recognized and respected by those around him. They are truly remarkable individuals, and I'm proud to call them friends. To help them realize their dreams. This will be my greatest contribution to our world. And when they have fulfilled their respective purposes, so too shall I have fulfilled mine. And together we may return to the star.
God, it's so hard to imagine this guy is the same guy we met at the bank and the moon. Just a mask, we don't see their face, and it's just a language we can't... Wait, does that mean right now technically we're speaking their language? Or did they speak basic before? I don't know.
Look at me, spilling my innermost secrets. I can't seem to help it with you. I can only assume it is due to the color of your soul. I just don't understand how you can be so alike and yet so different.
Well done, my pet. Well done!
Ah, yes. I dare say the Charybdis will be fine hereon. Why don't you go and signal to Emmett Selk? Let him know that his arduous task is at an end.
I'm just gonna pull out those like sticks. I don't know what they're called that they use for like calling down planes, you know? Just gotta start making signals. Alright. But what are we gonna do exactly? I mean, like they just told us to come here and learn about Elpis. We did. We're in the location, but what exactly, what are we gonna do? Oh, wave. Can I click him? Just wave? Is this good? Yes. Emerging from his reverie, Emetzelk notices you and begins to descend with with the Charybdis. I have no words to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, the Charybdis has learned to fly. And Samko, I could relax and have a pleasant chat. I'm sure you did. The creatures need some small assistance at first, but soon it was flying more or less on its own. I doubt we'll need to repeat the lesson. That was truly impressive. I witnessed all of it from afar. The Charybdis flies! Indeed. With this, we've proven that even a creature with skewed etheric balance is capable of flight. Though we helped it to achieve this, the Charybdis is a herd animal. They may well aid their struggling kin in like fashion, if and when need arises. Keeping this in mind, I bid you continue observing them. If that is what you want. But if I may say so, rather than hoping an idealistic possibility comes to pass, will it not be simpler to have the concept adjusted? That way, we could guarantee the anomalies such as these specimens are never born in the first place. These creatures are already here. We will spare no effort in giving them a chance to survive. As you wish, Chief. As you wish. Yeah, they really are kind of messing with evolution, I guess, after... Well, I guess they did create them, but it's still a little bit strange to think about. Hermes. I'm fine, don't worry. Well, that concludes all of my present tasks. Let us return to Anagnorisis for now. Without the question mark? Sorry, I was like, wait, what does that say? Anagnorisis? Anagnorisis. Yes, I'm sure that's the one. A flawless spelling of that. They should hire me to do the voice acting. I'm sure. Yeah, just the thought of it. I'm like, no, they're gonna kick me out immediately after. They're gonna be like, okay, here's your first sentence. Can you please read that into the mic? Okay. Yes, we need to go back to Agnarosis, and then just like a cartoon, they're gonna like throw me out the door, and then as I descend into the boot, he's gonna kick me even further out. They're gonna like, and don't come back. Just the thought about imagining me trying to do voice act, like reading lines and voice acting, they will just get super annoyed. What? Want to apologize for forcing me to help, do you? Save your breath. You didn't force me to do anything. I merely... Is he a tsundere? It's not like I wanted to help or anything. I merely chose the most expeditious way to have done with an impediment to our business. It's like a high-level tsundere. Alright, I got pants? Oh, there they are. Hidden within the depths of my inventory. Even I no longer know what's up in there. Okay. There, new pants. They look so cool, don't they? My new pants that everybody can totally see. They're so fashionable. I'm sure everybody's whatever. I mean, technically I couldn't see them even if I didn't. If I put this glamour, because the chest armor I got was like this, was also a robe. Something seems to be weighing on Hermes' mind. Ether to ether. Chi fate spawns? Oh, what that is, sorry. Is that like a specific monster or something? But not a specific monster. The name of a monster, I mean, is what I meant to say. Tell me, Samko. In the course of watching me, have you learned aught of value? Nothing so far, but I'm hopeful that will change. Dynamis seemed promising. I'm not sure what I'm looking for, but I don't think I've found it yet. That seems the most accurate, to be honest. Or is that like the name of a specific type of fate? Like a, I don't know. Chief Fate is very notorious spawn in the last zone. Like the Endwalker zone, or just, well, I guess. Wait, no, that's a dumb question. Wait, no, forget I asked that one in particular. It's also where you get the TV mount. Oh man, I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to get to the last zone though, because it took me a while to get back on the stream. But at the end of last stream, we got here. Well, more or less like at the half of the stream, so it's probably gonna take another stream or two to get to the next zone. I'm not sure though. For all I know, it's like right after this or something. Well, technically, I guess it is, but that's not my point. If only my work were more interesting. Nevertheless, I'm still indebted to you for keeping Meteon company. If there is aught I might do, you need but ask. What do you mean? If only my work were more interesting. He's literally creating and supervising creatures. It's like you think about a creature and then he can literally make it. What's more interesting than that? You can literally make anything. That's actually really cool. Chief Hermes, what good fortune to find you here. Is something the matter? Deikaon. Ikeon? IKEA. The IKEA. I'm afraid it's done it again. No sooner did we release one of our observation than it set upon the nearby occupants, slaughtering them. Was the creature hungry? Or somehow provoked? I had just fed them myself, and the occupants were keeping a wide berth. It is the nature of the IKEA that is to blame, their innate viciousness. Temperament aside, it is an outstanding creation, perfect in a form and function. Though it may not be suited for release, I have no doubt that the Bureau will accept its concept for preservation. In any case, there's no point in postponing the inevitable. Doros will revert them all at once. We'll revert them all once the paperwork is in order. He's gonna say no. I think because of the stuff that's going on with the he just doesn't want to kill anything basically, or undo the creatures here. He's gonna say no. Or something that will stall that. Where is the scene of the incident? Is it gonna be like a behemoth or a creature we know? There's a very good likeliness. They seem to be calling everything by different names, but the Gobue was the Gobue. I don't remember what they called the electric sprites, but they were electric sprites. Just off the path to the 12 Wonders. As you make your way, you should see it on the left. I don't know if Doros is still there, however. He might have been killed and eaten. Hermes, wait! Alright, I don't know about you, but I'm excited to see the wild IKEA. If this is a part of his work, then I will observe. We follow. Like, Emmett Selk is like OSHA. He needs to see that everything is within safety standards. And if it isn't, he's gonna find the heck out of Hermes, so he's gonna go broke, and the whole of Elpis is gonna go bankrupt, like OSHA does. For example, I'm sure he already took so many points away because the whole island doesn't have a veranda or something. You know, anybody could just fall off. That's grounds for a good bit of what's it called, tickets? Nah, that's not it. Penalties, I guess, but that's not the word I meant. What's the word? Dang it. I don't know. I'll come back to you on that one. Alright, but I'm excited. Let's see what it is. I hope it's like a big, cool-looking monster or something. Heck, they're not afraid. Like, how did they decide? What if they decided the butterflies swarm people? They're like man-eating butterflies or something, you know? Ignorant. Wait, isn't that... Wait, what? Is that a mouth? Oh, that's an eye. Oh my god, that's an eye. Okay. Sir, wait. No, take a nap. Take a nap. I'm not here to fight you. Okay, I think if the cutscene starts, hopefully it's leashed. No, it's definitely leashed, but I mean, hopefully I can get far enough that... This is far... Hopefully this is far enough is what I'm trying to say. Oh, it's the thing. The reindeer... The reindeer, whatever. I should have started the conversation. The lacerations and burns are unmistakable. The IKEA was indeed responsible. Lacerations? Does it breathe fire? Is it a dragon? What is it attacking? Oh, I don't know. Uh-oh. No, stop. No, turn around. I'm busy. Please don't. No! Oh, come on. mean, well, I guess this is fine. I guess I'll regain, do away the dust. The rust, I mean, not the dust. The dust that my fingers have accumulated from not playing. Okay. Come on, sir. Get out of here. And that should be it. There we go. Alright, never getting close to one of those again. Okay. Yet they didn't stand a chance against the IKEA. The lacerations and burns are unmistakable, and IKEA was indeed responsible. But the creature is nowhere to be seen. Doros must have taken it away. This man makes his base at the 12 of Wonders. The 12 Wonders, I mean. I shall go and seek him out there. Emetzelk and I will search the area for good measure. Just make sure the IKEA did not escape. My thanks. Let us meet at the 12 Wonders when you've finished. I will go ahead. Please follow with Samko. Come, come, it's down this path and over the bridge. Okay. Dun dun. Dun dun dun. Alright, let's go. Let's give them some space. I don't wanna mess with those things. I don't wanna mess with them no more. They're scary, man. Those looks really cool. Good thing it doesn't cut the thing in half because it's a laser. I wonder if I can... No, I can't. Just curiosity. Kill the cat man. Oh my god, I was trying to make my way to one of the... Oh wait, no, never mind. I was gonna say I was trying to make my way to one of them, but it was the other one, and I think it's up there. I have no clue how to get up there, so... So yes, I was wrong. I was unadulteratedly wrong. I don't know what that means. I think I know what that means, but I'm not gonna explain it because then there's grounds to where I can be corrected, which means I'm wrong. So I'm not gonna say what if I do or do not know what it means. There it is, the 12 Wonders. Hermes is looking for Doros. Let's look for Doros too. He's a man with long blonde hair, I think. I'll know him when I see him. Meteon is now accompanying you. Keep her at your side. Okay. Okay. That's an accident. I didn't mean to do that. That was an accident. Accidentally. I have accidentally wasted an ability. Look at them unicorns. That's not a unicorn. That's a Pegasus. I'm sorry. Alright, I'll stop talking like that because it feels weird. Yes, another aetherite has been attuned. Soon I will be able to be everywhere at once. If you're with Meteon, then I assume you're on an errand for Hermes. What can I do for you? Sorry, wrong person. We're looking for Doros. Ah, I see. We do have similar hair, so people often mistake us from afar. I hope you find him soon. Guy's not even blonde, but I'm gonna talk to him. Once I get back to record today's result, I shall finally be able to put away the report to bed. Not Doros, his hair is long, but the color is wrong. Huh, didn't even interact with him, technically. I don't know if interacting with him means just pulling out a dialogue or whole spiel, I don't know. I don't freaking know, man. We're just going. Oh, blonde, that's the guy. Doros, that's Doros. Well now, if it isn't Meteon, what brings you here? Ah, I thought I heard familiar voices. I didn't realize you two had decided to help me search for Doros. Thank you. You're in charge of the IKEA, I believe? Where are they now? Out in the fields, in restraints. Frenzies as they were, I couldn't, well, turn them to kitsies. Kitsies? Are they like giant tiger-looking things? Once I've submitted my report, I'll see them reverted without delay. It's as he says, the beasts are indeed quite ferocious. You're one of the 14. What brings you here? Nothing you need to concern you. Nothing you need to concern yourself with, as you were. We have heard the news that the IKEA slaughtered the occupants. As the observer in charge, you are of the opinion that they are not fit to be released? Aye, I am. Their abnormal aggression and exceptional strength makes for a highly problematic combination. It matters not where they are released. Lycaons will threaten other species and upset the natural order. Was this an L all along? Oh my god, I really am going blind. I thought there was an I. Like two I, like the stick I and then the Y. God, okay. I think they're like lions then, probably, because he did say Kitsis and then the way this is different. Either a lion or lycaons, so maybe wolves? Like big wolves? Will threaten other species and upset the natural order. Will it be that the specimen observed an outlier? Highly unlikely. We've created a good many of them, all exhibited the same tendencies. Even when used Kairos to begin with a fresh slate, their behavior was unchanged. Kairos? A memory reconfiguration system. The chief himself created it. It allows us to erase or alter memories, that we may observe creations in different environmental conditions without needing to remake them from scratch. Quite impressive, and potentially dangerous, depending on the intensity, of etheric emissions. Pash... what? Pashtarot may wish to have words with you. Rest assured, I've kept all values within prescribed limits, and to prevent misuse, its applications are limited to those authorized by the Chief Overseer. Do not misunderstand. To manipulate a subject's memories is an intrusive act I deeply abhor, but it is still preferable to execution. Come now, Chief. Let's not be melodramatic. What was born of ether is simply being reduced to its original state. I know the distinctions concern you, but we mustn't lose sight of the bigger picture, making rational choices for the sake of a more prosperous star. I think Van Daniel is a little bit more, Hermes is a little bit more, he doesn't want to die, or others to die. If a creation cannot be properly studied, even with the aid of Kairos, we must remake it. If a creation is deemed a detrimental existence, we unmake it. 'Tis all for the greater good, and none question the necessity of such routine processes. I understand these things, I do. I will never think to unleash a clear and undeniable threat unto the world. Yet, insignificant though their individual lives may be next to all creation, it is all the Lycaons we have. Before we seal their fates, we owe it to those beings to exhaust all options, to ensure that nothing has been overlooked. If you insist, let me provide you with a full report, and we may take it from there. Will it be possible for us to attend a discussion? That Emet-Selch may better carry out his duties? By all means. Pray, show them to the meeting room. Oh yeah, she can tell what he's feeling. He's probably sad about this because he's seeing that it's gonna be really, really hard to prevent them from killing them. To man, other beings are just things, to be used and controlled, like magic. That's what Hermes told me once. Yeah, I can... In a way, I'm trying to connect... I'm trying to connect the way he's acting now to the way our Van Daniel was acting. Because it has to be connected, obviously, right? Somehow. I don't know how exactly, but I can tell this is related to why Van Daniel was. Because they said he was a good person, but... I don't know. How can I... tell how it is? I don't know. Let's just keep going for now. A sentimental gift. You needn't be an intellecty to feel the weight bearing down on Hermes. I fear this discussion may take a while, during which time... Meteon, are you feeling unwell? It's not me, Hermes. It's you. I won't go to the meeting. I'll stay with Samko. Loath though I am to impose, may I leave Meteon on your care again? I'm in your debt, if you'll excuse me. Can you help me with something, Samko? The meeting will make Hermes sad. I want to cheer him up with a flower. Hermes likes flowers the most, of all creation in Elpis. Most creations are expected to be interesting, or beautiful, or strong, better in some way. But flowers are different. They're designated to suit our emotions, what we feel and want to convey. Hermes likes that. I can't make flowers, so I'll search for one, and I want you to search with me. Let's start here, at the 12 Wonders. Okay, she's following me around, I'm assuming. Yes, I shouldn't assume though, because for all I know it was something important that I just completely skipped. But I guess we'll never know. 3 in bottom. By the way, if my eyes are looking weird, it's because I tweaked them out a little bit. I'm seeing if I can make them a little bit more... I'm trying to improve the eye tracking, but it's a little bit of a weird one. Vibrant purple flowers bigger than your hands adorn the tree. Ooh, so big and bright. I love them. But they might be too bright. You have to think of the recipient. That's what Hermes said. Oh, okay. I think we're gonna go far beyond this place, probably. Big butterfly. That's a big butterfly. That's a humongous butterfly. A tree. Slender tree. Are there like flowers up there? I mean, no, I don't think so. A tall slender tree rises before you. You crane your neck to look for flowers. No flowers. If there were apples, we could have covered them in syrup. Let's head outside next. Don't worry, we won't wander far. Yep, something's about to happen. It's been too quiet. I don't know, listen man, I am still kinda... I don't know, the coffee's effect will not last much longer. I can feel like myself getting sleepier and sleepier. And I have a very funny feel, and I hope that my funny feeling is correct and that soon action will happen. Because honestly, I need something to wake me up, you know? And nothing helps more than the adrenaline of just suddenly starting to have to concentrate. Metayana has yet to arrive. Be sure she's... What? How? Why did she... No, where is she? Why did she go away? Why is she not following me? Oh, there she is. She got like stuck, I guess. So they can jump, okay. She just kind of walks over it like nothing. She floats up real quick. Bocchina petaloda. An array of beautiful flowers grow in the bed, the mix of colors forming a pattern. That is really pretty. Oh, okay. These will be better for Hermes, but they're hedged in. That means we shouldn't touch them. They're either under observation or poisonous. Any other place should be fine though. Let's keep looking. Or maybe the petaloda needs them or something. This is so pretty. I was actually considering not streaming this today just because of the sleepiness, you know, like, yeah, maybe I should do something that doesn't require so much. I probably, it's not that easy to tell, I probably look, I don't know how I sound to be honest. It feels weird to, oh, that thing's gonna attack us. Familiar plant. It's obviously... set on a tall, thin stalk, the oddly shaped flower is mesmerizing in its undulations. Oh, a coneon, a flower that can move. When Hermes wasn't looking, it shot seeds at him. Not a good gift. Maybe. But you're good, Samko, at spotting flowers. We'll find something soon. Oh, I thought we were gonna fight it. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. Come on. As far-fetched as it would sound otherwise, we know better. Grips. You mean griffs? Was that not a typo? No, it's probably on purpose. You gotta come into grips with reality. Look at the grip. You spy nothing promising nearby. At best, common-looking grasses with some few tiny flowers. Nothing around here. Ah! Over there, Samko! Something big! Huge! Is she pointing at the freaking this? Is she pointing at that? Is that what we're gonna do? Really? I don't remember what it's called. Melodromos. Yeah, we're gonna fight this thing. Malodroskeras. A terrible stench reminiscent of sodden old boots pervades the air. Without a doubt, the culprit is the Morble-like creature before it. Morble, right, that was the name, sorry. I forget. It's an Adonis. The thing around its mouth looks like paddles, but the flowers are orbs on its head. When Hermes inspected it, it swallowed him up. He didn't leave his room for days. What do you think, Samko? Will he like it? I don't know about that, but it's probably not the good sort of memory. Yeah, it's probably not the good sort of memory. I don't mind going near that thing. I've fought some like these before. Not that often. I see them around a lot though. So not this one either. Finding a good flower. It's harder than I thought. I'm sorry, Samko, but could we search a little more? Maybe as far as the fields over there. I'll pick something after that, I promise. I mean, I don't mind, honestly. We get to take in the sights, because otherwise I probably wouldn't. Not that I don't like it or anything, but just... Oftentimes, I'm just not good at managing my time. Not as much as I would like to, anyway. Everything is last minute with me. Just a shame, really. Let's get that current since it's there. I don't know if I'm gonna do the 4 hours. What? How much? Oh my god, my feet shrinked. That looks super weird. Hang on. It's 7:28 and we're at the 1 hour mark. It'll be fine, I'm sure. I think like 3 hours or 2 hours and a half will do. Unless I'm really feeling it. Unless something happens and I pick up my energy. Because usually that's what happens. I'm like a little bit tired. I don't know. I feel like my energy goes all over the place depending on what happens in game. It's like I start off kind of tired, either that or way too energetic. And I lose what I was talking about as soon as we start reading the story because I'm getting drawn in. And then I don't know what to talk about in between, so it may seem like I'm tired, but I'm not. But then eventually I do get tired until something like a big fight happens story-wise. This doesn't count because, you know, it just doesn't. And then, you know, what I'm saying is it really depends on what's going on in this in the game as we go along. All right. I really enjoy this, but this is partially why I wasn't sure about streaming it, because I was like, what if I don't have the energy to give it what I feel is what it takes, what it deserves to be given, you know? I really like this game, and I want to give it the energy for the stream that I feel like it should have, you know? Although, nonsense, I just feel like I don't give it enough. Lush green fields stretch out before you, ending where the sky begins. I think I was supposed to be looking that way. Ah, there's nothing. Is that moving over there? That's moving, slightly. The shiny thing over there. What could it be? Are we gonna end up with the dangerous creatures they're talking about? I have a feeling, maybe. There's a good chance. Shiny object. Is it like a pearl? Will we find a diamond? A diamond? Oh, Elpis. Amaranth music. Oh, Elpis flowers. They're here too. I actually thought this was what we were gonna get him, the Elpis flowers. Hermes likes and dislikes them at the same time. Like me, they're entelekis. Like me, they feel his pain and turn dark. That's only for Hermes though. For others, they're always white and bright. If they were with me, if I had one of those, it would be just pitch black most of the time. Just dark colors. Although it will be cool, to be fair. Those few moments when it changes to something else. Truly? The flower was dark in your home? Then, do you have it too? A dark emotion? Yup, everyone does. I've known the pain and sorrow of loss. I've felt great fury and frustration. I've been plagued by doubt and anxiety. I dare say I have a few. I have a few. Got a few. A few dozen. A baker's dozen. You don't have to say it. I can feel it's something you want to hide. But won't you lend it to me, the darkness inside you? I want you to make the flower dark in front of Hermes. He has been in a dark place since before he created me. He needs to know that he isn't there alone, that others are sad too. Truly, you'll do it? Thank you, Samko. Thank you. It means more to me than I can say. I can't wait to see how Hermes reacts. Let's go back and fetch him. Let's go. Sorry, I'm saying Lord. I just realized I am, like I said, I'm a little bit tired. Now and then, I think it helps when we read stuff out. It usually doesn't, but today for some reason it's just helping me stay a little bit more alert, I guess, I suppose. I don't know. I'm sleepy, but I'm not tired. No, I guess those are pretty much mutually exclusive most of the time. I don't know. It seems they're still talking. Let's wait until they've finished. I want to see what this creature they're talking about is. I'm curious about this. And what are the odds we're gonna have to fight it?
Hermes!
Oh, you were waiting for me.
You've finished talking?
Yes, we've come to a decision.
They're gonna get rid of them, I think.
My thanks for keeping Meteon company. MSQ
Meteon.
and Hythlodaeus have already retired to their rooms. There is room for you too, if you would follow me.
Wait! I want to show you something first.
Wait, in a way this is gonna help me channel my emotions in the stuff. Wait, what if I turn though? What if I turn into... No, I don't think, right?
Elpis flowers?
This is gonna help us
Go on.
learn to manipulate the things, I think. Gonna help us learn about what we need to learn to help in the final days. Purple. That's pretty, actually. I think we have just...
You're not the only one, Hermes. Others feel sad too. You're not alone.
I see Meteon has shared much with you.
Oh? Oh, he doesn't look like Asahi
May
at
we
all.
talk a moment?
That's a really cool color as well. The eyes, I mean. Deep green, sea green. Oh, that's good.
I do not think it wrong that we live for the star, that we strive to make it a better place.
But life is to be cherished.
And yet, in carrying out my duties here, there are times when I am plagued by doubt. Do you recall what Hythlodaeus said when we first spoke of my nomination? Death is the privilege of those who have fulfilled their purpose, a choice they embrace of their own free will, and when they depart, it is always beautiful. Perhaps it is, but only for man.
Wait, were my eyes closed the whole time? What the heck? It doesn't seem to register it quite right for some reason.
Creations that he deems useless are discarded with nary a second thought. Some scarcely born into the world, afforded a handful of breaths before life and potential are abruptly extinguished. We make an effort to spare them the pain, but they sense what awaits. Rage and anguish and cower and fear. And it is not beautiful. Yet no one cares. No one.
I think these feelings he's talking about right now are what dominated most of the memories Asahi got, or I guess the Asahi slash Van Daniel got. These precise feelings is what he got mixed up with probably what Asahi was feeling. Because surely they like some of the memories of like the bodies they possess like get carried over, right? Like at least the feeling, something like that. You know, I don't know.
So fixated are we upon the duty that we do not pause to question the method. Pain and suffering, confusion and despair, writ plain in the eyes of those poor creatures. Yet no one sees. We turn a blind eye and carry on in blissful ignorance. Nor to miss. And always, always the blossoms shine pure and white. A contradiction so blatant I could scream, want to scream. How can you all accept this aberration? Then I wonder, am I the aberration for thinking thus? And I am filled with dread. But now I know I'm not alone. Not the only one for whom the flowers weep. I won't ask what you thought as you kneeled beside the Alpes, or if you only did it at Meteon's insistence. Nevertheless, I thank you. To know that you too have experienced suffering is a comfort.
Let's have no more brooding, eh? Sorry, I was reading them. I probably should have read them out loud anyway. Sorry.
Indeed. Difficult though it may be, I must endeavor to be strong like you. The stars in the heavens. Know you what they are? Though it is too far to tell, each glittering light could be a world not unlike Aetheris. A world filled with life. So many stars, so many lives. For us, there may be no higher purpose than to live for our world. But what of the other living beings out there? What is it that gives their lives meaning? That drives them day after day after day? To pose that question to our undiscovered cousins, I created beings of dynamis, who can traverse the vast emptiness between the stars. Meteon and her sisters.
Her sisters?
Aye, sisters. She has a great many of them. And they have already departed on their journey.
Oh.
Traveling to one star and then the next in search of life.
I just had a thought. What if she's based on Garuda? No, or Garuda, I guess, is based on her, because she kind of has the traits of it. Doesn't Garuda have also like wings on her head? And she's like a bird lady. What if one of them came back and the Ixal saw her and they were like, oh, she came from the heavens, something like that, like the wind. I don't know, something like that, you know? Also, it's like he heard me. I said sisters, and then he was like, aye, sisters.
One might expect. Exploration on such a grand scale is rife with difficulties, and thus far I've naught to show for it. But I have faith that we will make some manner of discovery ere long. And when we do, I should be glad to share our findings with you, in gratitude for your kindness. It's getting rather late. We had best find our beds. It would not do for both of us to be sleep-deprived on the morrow. Come, Meteon. Let us head back.
All right.
Uh-oh. Something is wrong. Is she seeing the final days? What happened? She must have sensed something, right? A sentimental gift. Dun 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 dun. Okay, the next day. God, I clicked the numbers instead of W. Gloves, ironwood handgear. Hermes appears solemn and sorrowful. An all too brief interlude, perhaps, but it is time I attend to my next task. As Ahmed Selk and Hythlodaeus are aware, we reached a verdict regarding the fate of the Lycaons. 7 were created for observation, and all 7 must be unmade. 7, what a funny number. 7 worlds have been sundered back. Doros has followed the correct protocols and, as Chief Overseer, I can find no fault in his judgment. The Lycaons will disrupt the natural order, ravaging and consuming other species until they themselves starve and perish. They cannot be released into the wild, and they cannot be allowed to remain here in Elpis. I intend to petition the Bureau of the Architect to have the concept preserved as a restricted purpose hazardous life form. Hythlodaeus has pledged to support me in this endeavor. Yet, whether the Bureau decides, the existing Lycaons have served their purpose. Doros has already isolated the creatures and is preparing to carry out the necessary measures. This is going to be very important once we see them, isn't it? I feel like this is probably going to be something we either recognize or... I'm not sure. I will join him forthwith. It is my duty to witness the conclusion to this study. If you are resolved, then we have but to accompany you. Of course. Let us be off. We return to the main aisle. Let's go. Big Burb. God, I feel tired. I feel so tired right now. I'm sorry. It's just I feel like I'm being worn down slowly, but I want to make a nice amount of progress today because I didn't stream yesterday and I didn't stream this the day before. So I'm like, I need to make some progress because the longer I wait, the easier it's gonna be to get spoiled because people are gonna be like, okay, it's been some time. The majority probably finished the story, so now we can actually move on. You know, like with the spoilers. You know, we can actually say stuff. I don't know how long that takes, but I want to find out. I'm good. They do? Oh, they look like the mount I've seen, but except these ones are like red-ish. Did he fight them? 1, 2, 3, 4. Doros, are you hurt? What happened here? They caught me off guard. I had them bound with ethereal shackles, but they became frenzied, even more so than usual, and broke free. I was able to stop 4, the other 3 escaped. Oh no. I see them. Who have taken to the air above the 12 wonders? The last is up ahead, lurking in the fields. You and Samko handle that one. The pair in the sky you can leave to me. If this is how it must end, then so be it. I will render assistance to Ahmed Selk, unneeded though it is. Metean, you are to stay here with Doros. But Hermes... The Lycaons must be reverted. I will spare you the pain, and mine. This is my burden, not yours, but if you are intent on helping, then please, follow my lead. They're pretty big, what the heck? Gigantic. A humongous. Yeah, still doesn't work. Still doesn't work. Try it again. I don't think if I said it the exact same way, but yeah, no. It just doesn't work, man. It just doesn't. Chocobo. My god, I have so many things to do in this game and I haven't done them, and it's not like I don't want to, but I don't know. It's like I don't know where to start. I have to look up everything, so it's like I lose a little bit of the motivation because usually it's easy to tell what you need to do. Isn't this the one? Oh, it's flying, I guess. Oh, we're supposed to be hiding. Oh, okay, I just walked right in front of it, but I get okay. I appreciate your help and lament that it is necessary. There it is, our quarry. Within striking distance at present, but it feels threatened. It may well flee beyond our reach. Here's my plan. You will approach slowly, in full view, and draw the Lycaon's attention. Now, I warn you, its abilities are as fiery as its temperament. Once it spots you, it will unleash orbs of flame. But fear not. By my measure, you are more than equal to the task. Withstand the onslaught for brief moments, and that will give me time to catch it unawares. Ready? Then let's begin. Hold up. Not yet. Hold it. Okay, and okay. Sorry, we're ready. Wait, the fireball? What? What do you mean I attacked the fireball, sir? Why not the monster instead? What happened to I am completely capable of fighting this thing, huh? Oh, what happened to that? Am I not good enough? Is this what you tell all of them? That they're not good? How dare you hurt my feelings in such a way? Did I get hit? I got hit, didn't I? I didn't get hit. Oh, I didn't get hit. Oh, because I'm so good. Hey. Well, what are you gonna do now? Oh, of course, he's gonna spawn more of them. How did I not think of this? How could I not... I cannot comprehend this strategy. You know, who would think of such heinous crimes? If you're defeated once, why do it twice again? It's just not right. Oh, come on, man. I'm hit. I'm hit, aren't I? I'm not hit, actually. I was completely and utterly wrong. There was no point to saying any of that. And yet here we are. Fire ether. Wait, ether? I thought it said fire ether for some reason, even though it doesn't really make sense. Okay. Bam. And shlam. And then whoop. And almost there. And then, can I just like auto-attack it? Oh, it just kinda died on its own. Okay. What now? It's your game, man. What do you do now? Stand in front of it and keep its attention. Do I dance? Oh, just stand. I just stand there menacingly.
Now.
Why not go around and do it behind? Oh, a staff of Hermes. I like that. He lives up to his name. Two snakes coiling around each other. In the center, an orb. And, well, kinda, okay. Didn't get a good look at it, okay? But my point is the two snakes are there.
Oh. Forgive me. Please, forgive me.
Oh.
May you and your kin find peace. Wherever your souls may drift in the underworld, may you find tranquil seas. Be not forgotten. In concept endure. To reclaim form and one day live again. Serve not the star, or any purpose save your own. Live again, if that be your desire. Hate, if that be your want. We are worthy. But leave your suffering behind. Lay down your burdens, be born anew. Fly high, fly free.
Join the convocation, Hermes. You do not belong here.
Leave to replace another. To be replaced. It changes nothing. Tell me, do you think it right that we sacrifice all these lives for the sake of the star? And when the star has reached perfection, what then? If all who are satisfied choose to die, shall we all die in satisfaction? I do not know. Were I to take up the seat of Van Daniel, it would be tantamount to approving my predecessor's death. I do not know if it is right. And to be torn by such thoughts, I do not know if I am fit to represent mankind.
Hermes! Please don't be angry. It hurts so.
Forgive me. If you would still consider me in spite of everything, I beg some time to gather my thoughts. Meanwhile, Hythlodaeus, I fear I must trouble you to attend to the others.
'Tis no trouble at all. Take as long as you require.
And you, my friend, I pray you find that which you seek.
I expect we have some few matters to discuss. Shall we return to the 12 Wonders for a time?
Aye.
He is right though. What then? But it doesn't really matter, I suppose, because, you know, that never ends up. God, freaking Reapers. We don't know what happened. No, we know that it never really gets there. The other Lycaeans have been taken care of. The incident is resolved, and life in Elpis continues as normal. Or ends, as the case may be. Rationally speaking, I understand Hermes' argument. No matter how well deserved the rest, there is a pang of sadness when a colleague leaves us. Yet never has a departure caused such grief as Hermes appeared to feel. What must it be like to experience such torment? Oh god, that question. Oh man. That's horrible, because we already know that he gets to experience that. Probably tenfold as well, because he gets to lose everything. Oh my god. That's... they knew that they were doing... There's no way that wasn't planned, that line. What must it feel like, he asks. We know exactly what he ends up feeling. Or that he ends up feeling it. This set we're getting is really cool. Like, Glamour'd over it. The Scarlet Moco or whatever. Moco is bugger in Spanish. That's a bit of a weird one. I like the gloves though, is my point. It looks cool with this robe, I guess. Well, I can't wait to see it with the regular robe that it's supposed to go with. As well. Travelers at the crossroads. Hythlodaeus wishes to discuss plans for the remainder of your visit. Yeah, what are we gonna do now? Hang on. Where to now? If there's anywhere you would like to visit before we leave, I should be glad to show you the way. Hermes has not yet outright refused his position with the convocation, merely postponed the decision. As such, I may as well resume my assessment. If we cannot accompany him, then I will content myself with questioning his colleagues. Ever the pragmatist. Then allow me to remain your humble guide. And what of you, Samko? Will you come along with us? Wonderful. Our fellowship travels on unbroken. I say we explore another part of Elpis and see what new encounters there are to be had. If you would follow me, we will first head back towards Anagnorisis. Then... Ah. Okay. Again, didn't mean to do that. Damn, bam. Will it be faster to teleport, I wonder? Probably yes, but let's save the gil, because I'm a cheapstake. Just right now, I feel like being cheap and walking, because why? Well, not even walking, just, you know. Even worse than I am a cheapstake. I'm not walking, I'm making the chocobo do it all. You know? It's fine. It's fine. That's what it's for, if anything, but... Why am I conflicted about this all of a sudden? Huh. What is going to happen? I legitimately wonder. I don't know why. I feel stuck here. Even though we are making progress, I feel like we're stuck here. I know we're not, but you know, it's because... I think it's partially because I didn't expect this, but also, it's like it's a cut. It's cutting us short. It's like when we went to the moon, except that was super short. This is feeling longer, I think, just because I cut up the stream and then we didn't come back to it until a couple of days after, that being now. So it feels like we've been here for a long time, even though, well, technically I guess we have. Technically speaking, my character has been here a long time. But it feels like this is taking way too long, and I'm an impatient guy for some reason when it comes down to this. Especially, like, it's not bad at all. There's nothing bad about what's going on. It's just... I just want to get back to what matters. I want to get to the urgency. I want to see what's going to happen. And I'm sure it's going to be worth it, the wait, in the end. But for now, I am, for no reason whatsoever, going to be unreasonable and keep thinking like this. From here, we follow the path northwards to Toneus. There we will find one of the teleporters which facilitate travel between islands of Elpis. First-time travelers must be accompanied by someone with the requisite permission, which I have previously been granted. We only need to use the device together once, and henceforth you will be able to leave. You will be used to use it freely. Shall we? Ah, so that's how we get over there. Let's go. Let's go. I know already where we're going because I tried last time. I don't know if it was on stream or not, but I tried to go up there. No, it was not on stream. I remember now. I was doing it. Yeah, I wanted to get some currents, and I came up there. I went up there, and I couldn't find a current because it said it was pretty close, but I couldn't. And I understood that we needed to get up there, so I kind of assumed that was a teleporter of some sorts, or at least like some. I don't freaking know. We grab onto this, and then it floats up like a balloon. Here we are, Notoneos. This teleporter will take us to Kalimeos Sephiros, their western island. That's right there, looming large above us. Step this way, and we can soon admire the view from above. I don't know, I think it's just because I'm tired. I keep saying it, but come on. I am, it's just how I feel. I can't help it right now. Oh, the weather got all funky all of a sudden. Oh, it's much more foresty.
I present to you Kalimelios Zephyros.
Kalimelios Sephiros.
Here you will find a number of testing
Corn!
facilities, as well as the observation hub of Poiton Oikos.
Poiton Oikos.
Right then. Let's begin by...
Asprigan.
Well, well. An Arraius. How delightful.
Never mind, I guess. An Aureus then. It's been a while since we see one of those, though. God, yeah, I remember freaking Our Realm Reborn is the last time I fought a big one like that. The heck is that?
What, pray tell, is that?
Good question. Is that a giant shark? Oh, that actually looks kind of cool.
That's a new species of shark. We approved the concept but a few days ago.
Land shark. Dun.
Sharks are among the most popular sea creatures.
Yep.
Rare is the day when someone does not submit a new concept. At first, they were largely orthodox, consideration given to such things as size and environmental impact. And then a whimsical someone thought to bestow it with flight. Another, superior intelligence. And then the floodgates burst. Concepts with multiple heads, or arms and legs, and so on and so forth. It was getting absurd. A part of me wanted to tell them to
Deus?
go away and find something else to create, but in the end, I couldn't deny their passion.
Uh-oh.
Here we are.
Oh. Oh. Heidelin.
That was too close.
Oh
Are you
yeah.
unharmed?
We did kind of see her at the beginning, but you know, she didn't talk. It was just like a cutscene.
Well now, if it isn't a pair of familiar faces.
It's Heidelin.
Bernard, that we should meet you here.
She's definitely Heidelin. She's like Elidibus in a sense. Yup. There it is.
As I mentioned earlier, the better part of the convocation holds that when we retire is when we return to the star. Well, she is not among said majority. Even after stepping down, she carries on with her work. Vanar is her name, and she is the previous Azem.
Oh. Oh my god.
It has been a while, Hythlodaeus. You look well.
Who is
Less so,
Azem now, though?
Eminent Selk. I dare say the lines upon your brow have both deepened and doubled in number. A shame for one so young. You must make an effort to frown less often.
Easier said than done, thanks to your unruly successor.
How is he, if I may ask?
Incorrigible as ever. Rushed headlong into a volcano on the brink of eruption just the other day. I should be glad to share the tale in its entirety later, if you're so inclined.
Oh, you know I am.
Oh my god, this is interesting.
Now
Okay.
then. You are?
Also Azem. Kinda. She gonna be able to tell something? Does she know? Can she tell?
I say, have you perchance come from the future?
Oh.
I do not believe we have ever met, yet I sense my magic upon you.
Yeah, oh my god.
Therefore, if I wove the enchantment, I could only have done so at a later point in time.
Oh my god.
What manner of magic is this, if I may ask?
A traveler's ward, of course. It prevents the corruption of one's ether.
A traveler's ward. That sounds rather like the blessing of light. They're not gonna know what a primal is, but let's go with this, just because it may open more discussion. I don't know if it's gonna change the dialogue at all, but if it will, technically.
Primals, you say? But I'm not familiar with such beings. But if they enthrall by warping the balance of ether, then yes, the magic would afford you a measure of protection.
Huh.
I gather from your question that you are not ignorant to its presence.
Hold on. From the future? That's absurd.
What is it? Are you unable to speak of the matter?
The reality to which you must return exists as a result of the final days.
So I can't change
You
anything.
cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present.
But isn't our presence... Sometimes our presence alone can change a lot. Even if we don't say anything. So I don't know if this works entirely.
So, Your actions here will not change your history, but they may yet affect the course of ours. How very exciting. I'm quite fond of delving into the unknown.
Oh,
And there's
no.
naught more unknown than the future.
Oh boy, no, you're probably happier here. I just enjoy it while it lasts, I think. It's a
Until a
good...
moment finally arrives, we cannot know for certain what will come to pass, regardless of our supposed foreknowledge. So you needn't worry for us. More importantly, that you should go to such great lengths as to travel unto the past bespeaks the gravity of your quest. Will you not reveal it to us? Mayhap we can be of aid to your cause.
I mean, maybe they can.
If this is true, then you've been keeping quite the secret to yourself. As a representative of the Convocation, I will hear it all. Your identity, purpose, everything.
I don't know about that. Yeah, if we tell them
Why don't we
actually,
move
they
to a
might not
place
like
more
what they hear.
conducive to calm conversation?
No, they definitely won't.
I've been working here for some days now at an old friend's behest. If it is agreeable, we may make use of my accommodation at Poiton Oikos. We were meant to meet. I am certain of it. Else I wouldn't have marked you so clearly, and sent you unto myself in the past.
That's the
It's
funny part, she
precisely the
didn't.
sort of mischief I would get up to. And quite inspired, if I do say so myself.
Alright, this got far more interesting. My apologies, but before we move along, a colleague has taken me with a matter which I'd rather not leave unresolved. It involves finding certain concept engraved crystal, and a quick-fingered Oreas which made off with it. An Oreas, you say? I think we might have seen the culprit before being distracted by that business with the shark. Would you like us to follow its ethereal trail? That would, of course, lead us only to the Oreas. There is no guarantee that it hasn't dropped or stashed it away. Please, even that much will be enormously helpful. While you're hunting down the thief, I can follow and scour the forest floor just in case. Will I ask you to join the search? I will appreciate another pair of eyes to cover the land to the west of here. Alright? Many thanks. There's a small bridge leading into Poiton Oikos. Let us meet up there once we've exhausted the efforts. Alright, let's go. The heck is that? That's not... Oh my god, wow. Okay. A Melanian. Alright, let's go around it though. I wanna fight it. It's gonna fight us though, I'm pretty sure. It's like a combination of the... We've seen creature like this, except they like remove the head and put something else. That giant elk reindeer head thing. And the tail, I think, also changed to a more like lizard-like. Wait, was I supposed to search for the concept crystal? Was I supposed to go back, or like to talk to someone so they follow me? Oh, never mind, I found it. Nice, that wasn't too bad. What's the point of this over here then? I don't know. Huh. Burn. Okay, I think we're gonna stream for like another hour and then I'll call it. And we'll stream again tomorrow. This time, I'll be more on time, I'm sure, because they freaking stopped the sales of this game so they could lessen the congestion. What a move. That is, I've never heard of anything like that before. It is really interesting. Our last searcher returns. I'm afraid the Aureas no longer had the crystal, nor I was able to find it as I follow its wake. I don't suppose you fared any better? A scintillating crystal upon which is inserted some manner of esoteric concept. Your Hey, Fran. The crystal. The crystal! Well done. Wonderful. Now I can focus on on your tale without that missing concept nagging at my mind. Have you always had a knack for finding things? I've often been asked to do so. Oh ho? You too? Some of us seem destined to always be searching, for ourselves and for others. Long ago, when I held the seat of Azam, I was forever trekking back and forth across the star in search for answers to the people's problems. Naturally, the need for such journeys has lessened considerably since I entrusted the position to my whimsical successor. Yet I am still eager to come running should an old acquaintance or new interest require my personal attention. So it comes with the territory. Everybody that is Azam is kind of like an adventurer. That is what brings me to Alpes, in fact. Many times has my presence been requested, my opinion sought concerning the habitat of this or that creation. Agreeing to help locate that missing crystal was a minor distraction, which now promises to become a major revelation. How strange and wonderful it is, the way one thing leads to another. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah. A past, not yet come to pass. Benai is in a cheerful mood. Thank you again for your timely help. Now then, this time I return this stolen property. If you will go on ahead to my accommodation, I will join you as soon as I have attended to that task. Follow the path straight ahead to the building at the top of the slope. I have the entire place to myself, so we can speak without fear of being disturbed or overheard. Wow. Wow. All to herself, that's a big place, what the heck? What happened? Come on, Fran, let's go. I wonder if I can swift cast getting on my chocobo. You know what? Let me try. I cannot. Okay. Oh, I was curious. I know it's not a spell, so there was no point in trying, but I was curious. Okay. Are those fairies? Pixies, I mean? The first pixies? Could be, yeah, I guess. Maybe they evolved on their own after. Am I wasting Yashi? I think I just wasted Yashi seeds. Dang it, man! How cool do you? Welcome to my temporary abode. Please, make yourself at home while I put on some tea. What an abrupt change of music.
Ah, a wonderful aroma. I feel more relaxed already.
Oh, it's the music from the Realm Reborn trailer.
Would that I had sweetmeats to offer, but I travel light out of habit.
Yeah, this is the trailer music.
There's plenty of hot water though, so please have as much tea as you like. Now then, will you tell us your tale?
Yeah, they're not gonna like what they hear, to be honest. A calamity called the Final Days has befallen the world. Mankind is being forced to flee this star. Let's go with this.
Why don't you start from the beginning?
Well, I was born at a very young age. No, that's not the time, sorry. Are we going to tell them literally everything? And did that choice matter at all? It doesn't feel like it did. Did you tell them everything, though? Oh, we're getting to the part of Heidelin. Asians. I think Elidibus. Amarat. Pandanio. Don't know what that was. Oh, when the earth turned black in the vision, I guess.
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
While not the words I would have chosen, I too have my doubts. Much of it borders on the incredulous.
Yeah, of course. I came back. I came to the past just because, on a whim,
What
I
of
guess.
you, Vanar?
Not knowing the precise details of the first final days, it is difficult to determine the veracity of the tale. Supposing it is all true, I must ask myself why I would do what I did. Why would I feel I had no recourse but to oppose the 14 and create this Heidelin? Circumstances change, of course, but it would not have been an easy decision regardless. No, there must have been a reason. One compelling enough to force me to take such drastic measures. Then there is the Elpis flower, which I said would serve as a guide. That it's of import to your mission is plain, but your presence here leads me to believe that this place also holds significance. But what could it be?
Meteon,
What are we
probably.
meant to accomplish?
Might it not be simply thus?
I
In
think.
the future whence he came, the final days could not be averted. Mankind has no choice but to flee the star. By alerting us to that eventuality, perhaps you wish to pave the way for other futures.
Theoretically speaking, it is a possibility. Yet if that were my primary objective, I see no reason to guide our friend to Elpis specifically. The capital and Amarot, or even my own home would be more logical destinations.
True, true. I note also that Heidelin did not specify a point in time to which he must return. By this, it may be inferred that it was not critical that we should meet.
Alternately, she had reason to believe that our paths would converge, coincidental though it may seem.
This is quite a puzzle. And we do not have all the pieces.
Agree. On that, we can agree.
Hardly any. But we do have one immutable fact. If the final days are indeed as described, they will bring death to all that I hold dear. Yet despite being afforded long years of preparation, the only provisions I could make were for flight. Nay, my first and foremost endeavor would be to find a way to forestall the coming doom.
Given that even the 14 failed, mayhap you deemed it impossible.
Nothing is impossible. This I have always believed. And if Heidelin is indeed me, she would believe the same.
Listen to yourself. Are you seriously entertaining the notion that you are a messianic figure in some far-fetched tale? Well, I will not. I refuse to accept that our world could be undone by some unforeseen calamity. I also take offense to my portrayal as a megalomaniacal madman. To sacrifice oneself for the star is a noble act, and I would hold those who gave themselves to this zodiac in the highest esteem.
So basically, you're part of the problem, to a degree.
Yet, you claim I recreated Amarot and populated it with phantoms of our people? A bizarre indulgence that would be insulting to their memory. Worse still, I even invited you there. Literally invited my own downfall. Why would I do something so idiotic and inexplicable?
I don't know. It's what happened.
Now, I will allow that the hypothetical task of restoring our world would be daunting in the extreme. The thought of having to bear such a burden for 1,000 lives horrifies me.
And you have. You did.
But I would
Or you will.
never forsake my duty. I would never forsake my brethren. You do not know me.
You're right.
I've had my fill of your fiction. I will return to my duty, and you will not bother me again. Emmett Selk! Wait!
I mean, that is understandable, the reaction, I mean.
You've seen much of Elpis already. If you have any observations to share, I should like to hear them.
Hermes and Matean are somehow involved. I'm still trying to make sense of it all. I think, well, both of them. I think I should have gone with the third one.
Hermes and his creation Meteon, you say? If Dynamis is the self-same energy as Akasha, as it likely seems, then those two may well be at the center of the calamity to come. This warrants further investigation. With that settled, it is time for action. The missing pieces of the puzzle are here, I'm certain of it. And when you find them, the picture my future self has painted will be complete, and you will have your answer.
Hopefully.
And suffice it to say, I will aid you in your quest. Have faith. If Emmett Selk is the man Azum described to me, we've not seen the last of him.
Okay. Shall we begin our investigation then? I am acquainted with Hermes, of course, but only as a visitor received by the chief overseer of Elpis. Of the man himself, I know only that which is common knowledge. Thus I suggest we fall back on the tried and true method of conversing with the locals. The observers who live here can surely tell us more of Hermes, and Metea, and of Meteon, and I have a good idea of where we might begin. Can I go in here? No. And giant corn. It looks like giant corn anyway. Alright. I think we're gonna finish this quest and then we're gonna end it. No, it's a short one, but... See you the woman standing in front of the yonder building? Her name is Ismen. She is the one who made arrangements for my stay in Elpis, and from what I recall, she has held her position here for quite some time. Chances are she can provide us with some insights. Go and ask your questions. I will help you with drawing out answers if need be, but I leave the choice of topic up to you. These men. Questions for me? Well, I suppose I have no other pressing duties at the moment. Following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Sure. Oh no, it's like the event with Matsuya. Greeting, Ismen. My friend here is desperately curious about Chief Hermes, and I was wondering if you might indulge him. Certainly, Mistress Vena. Anything to be of service. What do you wish to know? What kind of person? What kind of person is Hermes? Well, I can only answer from my own experience, but I will describe him as a quiet man, reserved, you might say, and occasionally somewhat poor with his choice of words. His reticent nature, however, does not prevent him from carrying out his duties as a chief overseer. The man is a walking archive when it comes to life forms. He can discuss any species in incredible detail, and is the leading authority on the concepts with the power of light. I hope that answers your question. Was there anything else? Do you know how long has Mateon been here? I cannot rightly say. As the chief's personal creation, Mateon has not been subjected to the observation and study like other concepts. So one day she was simply there? And what do you make of her abilities? I understand that she is highly unusual familiar, able to read emotions and communicate directly with one's mind. Exactly how she was created with that talent, however, is a mystery to me. My apologies. I wish I could only explain her nature in more depth, but I have not had occasion to discuss it with Chief Hermes. Do you wish you knew him better? Chief may not be the most gregarious individual, but he engages with us as unnecessary for everyone to perform their duties. I wouldn't want to intrude upon his privacy for the sake of curiosity. Though if you wish to learn more about Meteon, you could try speaking with Timaios, another expert in creation of flying concepts. He should be conducting his observations on the banks of the stream, somewhere to the east. Oh, and unless you take a particular joy in rambling discourse, I suggest you keep your questions concise. We shall keep that in mind. Thank you for your patience and your insight. I think nothing of it. If there's aught else you need during your stay, please do not hesitate to ask. Come, Samko. I think we've taken enough of this man's time. She's a man. 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 Sorry, I don't know why. It's just the name, the way the name. I don't know if I'm. I hope. Oh, that was a waste. Well, maybe not. I don't know how long it's passed since I last accidentally used a Gyashi seed. Fruit or what is it called? I don't remember. Our investigation is off to a fine start. Wouldn't you agree? From here, I propose that we split up. I shall continue making inquiries with the resident observers. If you could track down the colleague men mentioned. While I did feel compelled to interject once or twice during the previous conversation, you seem more than capable of drawing forth the answers you seek. All I ask is that you watch your footing around the stream. We can meet back here once you finish speaking with Timaios. Have we gone through the whole map? Mostly. It's taking me a lot of concentration to keep my eyes open. Okay, not that bad, but still, I feel myself. Right, wait, my energy just slowly becoming undone, slowly going away, whittling down. Why is it frame dropping? Oh, that over there is probably the reason. What are they fighting? I kinda wanna get in and get something out of that, but no. Let's keep going. Oh, there he is. Timaios. Yes, I am Timaios, but please, keep your voice down, you'll startle the birds. The following event cannot be skipped, you may wish to cancel, blah blah blah. Yes. Question. So, what is it that you wish to speak about? Is it true that you're an expert on flying creations? What do you think of the Chief Hermes flying creations? Chief Hermes' work? A worthy subject indeed. Those beings which soar through the clouds, majestic and graceful, are ever a favorite of creators. Even now, with so many varieties in existence, the flood of newly imagined concepts continues unabated. Which sets what sets the chief's creations apart, however, is not how they benefit from his boundless knowledge of the celestial realm. Birds that climb so high that they disappear from view, others which traverse the boundless sky in moments, and all without riding the currents. I know of none save he who can conceive such marvels. Even we who prize elegance of form above all are dumbfounded by his genius. Meteon too is a marvel then. My opinion on that matter will be superficial at best. Despite my admiration for Meteon as a concept, I have never delved too deeply into her inner workings of her nature. The inner workings of her nature. I know that she has a gift for communicating via emotions, but otherwise her abilities are a mystery to me. If Chief Hermes should choose to submit Meteon's concept to the Bureau of the Architect, then will the design be registered for public scrutiny. Analyzing a colleague's creation before that step is frowned upon, to say the least. Of course, if he came to me, a fellow artisan, looking for advice, that would be an entirely different story. I will tell you more about Meteon's nature if you like. This might help? No, let's go with this. Dynamis, and Entelekis? Those terms do sound vaguely familiar. Was there not a flower made here in Elpis which exhibited properties of one or the other? It must have been centuries since I last heard anyone speak such things. Has there been a resurgence in interest? Huh. Then why bring up the subject? I am flattered that you sought my insight, but I cannot afford to neglect my duties for the sake of the idle chatter. Yeah, I probably should have gone with the other one. Now I really must return to my observations. Surely you have your own tasks to attend to. Oh well. I'd like to think the other ones were quite good questions, but I'm not sure. Maybe I shouldn't think too heavily upon the consequences of the questions, because I don't think they have, unless like it's the ones that give you that help you get to the objective, like the right answer. I don't think there's the wrong answers really are wrong answers, if you know what I mean. It's like, sure, you didn't get the correct result, but you also nothing negative happens afterwards other than you don't get the good. Well, I guess it is negative then. My point is that they don't seem to have consequence, so I should just go with whatever feels like it'll spawn the biggest reaction and give the best information. Back already? That was quick work. You were obviously clever enough to head off any of that rambling his man mentioned. So, have you any few findings to share? I see. Even an expert in the field has little understanding of Meteon's capabilities, let alone an awareness of Dynamis. My questions resulted in much the same answers. Hermes' colleagues view Meteon as his personal project, and could provide no details beyond those which you just told me. Which leads me to believe that the only person with any significant knowledge of Dynamis is Hermes himself. Yes, we've made some progress here, but more information is needed if we are to reach any definitive conclusions. Okay, I'll call it with this. I don't think I can steadily keep reading. Besides, this seems like a good spot as any. We're in a safe zone, you know? All of that jazz. So we're gonna end it here. We'll keep you on tomorrow. I'll try to start earlier and be less tired, or just have more coffee on hand, you know? So I am ready. Also, I noticed that my character's eyes are kind of freaking out, so I guess that didn't work as well as I would have liked anyway. It's kind of worked now and then. I think I can wink a little bit. Hang on, let me try. No, both eyes are closing. Wink. There we go. I can't open. It's not opening again. There we go. And now he winks on his own, I guess. Okay. I think my point has been made with that. What I meant with the eyes kind of freaking out. They kind of closed, so it kind of looked like I was dozing off while I was reading for some reason. Must have been weird. But yeah, that's it for tonight. I know it's kind of much earlier than I end it usually, but I need some rest. I just wanted to keep going, and tomorrow we will as well. I just for the sake of at least remembering where we were at and gaining some distance because there was some time was lost there. And it's like think of today as like gaining more a head start for tomorrow, I guess, because otherwise we'll have gone through this whole thing, and it took about 2 hours. It looks like, so we just skipped half a stream that could have been yesterday. So now, we're further into the story, which is what I'm trying to say. I wanted to get further in the story because I want to know what's going to happen next and all that jazz. So yeah, that's it for tonight. Thank you very much for coming by. If it was for a little bit or the whole thing, I really do appreciate it, and I hope you have a great day, night, or time in general, and I'll see you on the next one. Sorry, that was weird. I guess it's staring at my character, and he's just like closing his eyes weirdly now and then. Um, yeah, so basically I've lost faculty over the control of my eyes. They just do whatever they want. Maybe that's my excuse of why I can't read properly, despite that not being what's going on with the real me. Unless it's like when I'm very tired. That doesn't matter. Anyway, I said bye, so I'm going now. Bye. Bye bye.